Oh, the meeting order.
48 on South Friday.
10:30. What?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call. John.
Here.
Dale.
Here.
Mark.
Here.
Sean is absent. Troy is here. Okay, I guess we can go ahead and open the land sale. I thought there was going to be a couple of people here, but do you have a list of the parcels so we can act on this?
Just on the back side of your. Yep.
The first one, lot 13 and 14 in block 48, is there are two lots east of the grade school.
Yep. Where the old White House used to be.
No, that brick.
Yeah,
duplex.
that brick. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And but the little garage to the north of it, that's Dennis.
it's part of it.
No,
Yeah,
is it?
Dennis had to get his stuff out of there.
He did. Okay. East of the grade school. Well, church.
Right north of where the old vet clinic used to be.
And this next one is down at Zorn's, isn't it?
Zon.
Zorn's.
That's the 15 feet on those 5 lots south of where Jeremy and Michelle Zahn just bought El Duval's place.
And what's the other strip? Where's that one at?
That's the brick building right behind Everson's in the alleyway.
Right.
So if nobody shows,
10 by 26 in the southwest corner of lot 7.
Do we have no written bids or anything like that?
Nope.
Can't do that. I don't
Nothing.
think.
I think you could do a written bid, but then you're not here if somebody outbids you
Yeah.
or anything.
right?
Is there a limited amount of time, how long we have to be here to keep it open?
No idea. I was hoping Jamie was going to be here.
Huh?
They went by. They went into the bathroom. You trying to draw that lot?
Yeah, it's not, the description's not right.
Oh, it's got to be the east half of lot 9, block 74.
Well, maybe it's right. Maybe it's like this. I don't know where the 2 feet, the east 2 feet of block of lot 9. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's right. 7, 8.
There's too many plurals in there, I think.
So it's lot
If it's
7.
lot 7, it's not lots. It's just
Okay, so
lots.
it's right. I think it looks like this. I think it looks like that, Troy. Troy, I think it looks like that.
The 987, the one very far corner. Yeah.
So 7 is a 26 by 10.
Yeah.
8 is the 26 feet, and
Yep.
9 is the
Yep.
2 feet.
Yep.
By 20. I think that's how it looks.
Kind of what they were
I'll go to
getting
commissioner
at.
meetings.
Yeah.
City Hall.
Go
2
2016
foot 9, it went over the end of that next.
and go find the tax sale.
2 feet.
And then open up the minutes.
No, the 26 is north and south.
Can you tell me what time we
Yeah, it's the same forward. Yeah.
stop the meeting?
So this is 10 feet here. This is the width of the lot. This would be 50 feet.
So one of their.
Or 25.
25 by 50, these lots are.
25 feet, and this is 2 feet. So the whole
All right,
thing is
bye-bye.
37 feet
Nope.
long and 26 feet wide. That
Yeah.
sound right?
All right, thank you.
But there's parts of all three of those lots in there.
Right, like this.
Yeah, yeah.
7, 8, 9. Here's the 10 by 26. All of 8, the 26 feet, and 2 foot, but in 9.
Oh, it's 2 feet.
Yeah.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's down by Ernie. The house
It's right behind
is
you.
right behind Everson's, but these lots that he's talking about are down by Zahn's.
No, this lot's here. This last one, this $3,600 one. That's that little blue house.
Those Zons ones is
Behind
that
Ernie's.
south 15 feet of lots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Behind Everson's, that brick, that block house.
Okay,
Where
okay.
Vern Oren used to live.
Yeah, yeah.
Blue Heaven. You know, it's called it. Remember it was paying blue?
Oh my God.
And Vern always called it Blue Heaven.
Yeah. There's quite a few people lived there, you know.
Yeah, there was.
Last year you guys just sat here until 10:45,
Okay.
and last year we had nobody either. So
So you can go get the deeds?
right now,
Yeah, because we're
Yeah.
gonna put a
Bring
name
your-
on each deed, and then we're gonna deal them out between the 4
oh,
commissioners. Draw straws.
Well, we're just gonna deed it to the city, right?
Yeah, deed them back.
Bring your stamper too, Samantha.
Take Texas Hold'em for them. Yeah.
I mean, we don't need to sit on this stuff.
No?
You talk to the city?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
To figure out where they are. And
Yeah,
that's
what
what
they
they're
said,
gonna
yeah.
do. Yeah,
What-
that's what we
what-
told them. We were gonna send it back to them. So. Unfortunately, because, you know, then we lose the tax money out of the deal.
We don't get any anyway.
Yeah.
They do.
Oh,
We don't get to keep very much of the taxes on those lots.
A little bit.
What, 40 mils or 48?
Yeah, whatever.
Not very much.
A little bit.
The thing is, they set these minimums.
yeah.
They gotta market them.
And I
they're
told
gonna-
them that
they're gonna have to take less.
Oh,
the
they will.
specials. Yeah, the
They will.
specials are the big deal on them, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, like where they tore down this house, that.
Duplex. They
That
didn't
was
even know.
that was silliness.
They
Huh?
didn't.
They're gonna eat that.
Oh
Yeah.
Well, they didn't even know that it had gone back for taxes.
I know.
Until I stopped there and told them. Probably should make a phone call before you go start spending 10 grand.
Yeah, and then think you're gonna get that money back.
Well, I mean, it's lucky it was nobody that actually cared because they tore down somebody's personal property without having a court order or nothing. I mean, just because they send them that piece of paper that says you're going to doesn't mean you can. It has to be.
You can do whatever you want as long as you don't get challenged.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's the problem.
I know, but you know, maybe it was full of antiques.
Oh.
Maybe the damn thing was worth
I was
$100,000.
thinking of you last night. Did you watch Fox News last night?
I did.
Did you see that quote?
Which one? Who made it?
Can't tell you.
Oh.
power doesn't corrupt. Fools in power become corrupted. Something. Boy,
He must have missed that one. That's the damn truth. Yeah, the way it looks, our whole system of government is.
Well, now this judge that, with sanctuary cities.
Yeah,
So
well, that's really distressing to me that a district court judge
Yeah.
can overrule the president of the United States.
Yeah.
Doesn't there's something wrong there?
But I mean, and of course, okay, this one was appointed by a Democrat, so then he's going to vote this way,
Yeah.
and then it's going to go to the next one. At one point in time, doesn't it say that you're not responsible to the Democratic Party or the Republican Party when you take the oath? Isn't it the Constitution?
Yeah, it is, but in order to get reelected, you got to be responsible to somebody who has the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to get bankrupted. Hence, the Clintons were the power brokers forever. They had the money.
Funny how once their name got into this Russian deal, you don't hear much about the Russian deal anymore.
Don't hear anymore.
It's all butt grabbing they're talking about.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the main agenda.
That's
Yeah.
probably going to switch too then when they keep bringing Bill up
The
into
wrong
that deal.
wrong person gets
They had
caught
a
up in that.
They had a list of Bill Clinton's speaking fees I saw online here,
Oh.
and for before Hillary lost, the last 10 years it was just 250, 300, 600. Now since she lost, nothing.
Oh, really?
No, what's the use? They
I
don't
suppose.
have any power. There's nobody to buy off.
Well, they got enough money, I suppose, that they don't.
The
need
list
to.
of the contributions to the charity are down 70%.
Yeah, didn't they close
They
it?
closed one of them, the Clinton Initiative. They closed, but not before they transferred $1.8 billion to Taiwan when they closed it.
no, I'm kidding.
That's,
George Bernard Shaw.
oh,
Power does not corrupt men. Fools, however, if they get into a position of power, corrupt power. Thought that was a pretty good one.
the one I always liked, and I don't know who came up, who it was attributed to, but what's the use of being in power if it's not abused?
Sounds like a Billy Clinton deal.
But I mean, really, because you got the big stick, and why,
Why do you think all of these bozos go to Washington, D.C. and they're just regular Joes and they're multi-millionaires when they come home?
There's a good article in National Review today too about these never-ending wars and why we're in these wars and how that never happened before, because why be the only superpower in the world and not use your superpower? We fight wars we fight wars not to lose them. We don't never fight them to win them anymore, because the public can't stand the fact of what it will take to win the war. I mean, we won World War II because we
Killed people.
firebombed all the cities that we
went all in.
went all in, and the only way to change the political point of view is to have the public rise up and change the political point of view, and the only way to do that is make them suffer, and we're not willing to do that anymore. So the point was, then why are we in these wars? If we're not going to be in them to win them, why be in them? And a lot of sense in that. And they went back to all the major superpowers all through history, all the way back from Genghis Khan and forward, and they all conquered the worlds, or what they'd conquered, using technology, and they were more technology advanced than everybody else, other than Genghis Khan maybe, and they weren't afraid to use it, and they just beat people into submission. And then the argument was made that makes for a longer lasting peace, because once you know that if you step out of line, there's going to be severe consequences. No one steps out of line, and the only time you have a major conflict then is when you have two superpowers of the same size and weight that are willing to risk everything in order to. But the chances of that are very small, also. Well, it's not gonna change
World War II, there was 5 superpowers going at it, pretty much.
Yeah. But I mean, that took basically it took a big misjudgment of power in order to get that started. I mean, Germany, well, they were pushed into a corner. Their economy was shot. Their people were, I mean, because of the armistice of World War One, you know, they were put in a box. You put somebody in a position where there's nothing to look forward to. They're willing to do almost anything, and that's what happened. World War One caused World War Two.
Well, we're the wrong guy.
The Treaty of Versailles. But nowadays, I don't know. They've made a point of Afghanistan. We could go wipe them out. We could go target anybody in Afghanistan that's causing problems and wipe them out. But we don't have the fortitude to
We
do
don't have the
that
willpower.
because the public wouldn't allow it.
You ever been to Versailles?
No,
It's quite a place.
I've seen pictures of it. The railroad car is still there where they signed the armistice.
Yeah. Yeah. That was it Henry VIII? Henry? The last king of France lived there?
Louis. B.
Louis?
Henry is English.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And
They were cousins, though.
Yeah.
All lived the same
it's
time.
all irrigated.
Yeah.
There was pipes underneath for all the gardens. It's only about a third of what it was.
Yeah.
But it was just huge gardens, elaborate. And people starved and then it was revolted.
Yeah, the railroad car, Hitler made the French government sign capitulation agreement in the same railroad car that Germany had to sign the armistice of World War One in.
Yeah. Oh, there was some talk of that too when we were there. The Arch Triumph, when Hitler came through there, they didn't like that very well.
Hopefully we don't have that happen anymore, although Germany, you see where they, first time in 115 years, they haven't been able to form a coalition government.
I think old Angela's done being a...
Well, she always said she would stay through the transition period, but there's not going to be a majority government. It's going to be a minority government, and that won't work.
Yeah.
All because of all the people they let in there. Yeah.
And then Kelly went to Dachau,
Mm-hmm.
and she said you wouldn't believe it. It's right in the middle of town.
Oh, yeah. Now it is. It wasn't before. But
Now she said it even at that time because they came in rail cars.
yeah, the railroad.
You know, and she said, like, how do you not smell that?
Oh, they do it. What do you do? If you
You
say
don't wanna
something,
join them.
you don't want to join them.
Yeah, that's right.
Ignorance is the best policy.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it was. You know, we went to the Holocaust Museum in D.C. and they showed, you know, they had a few booths, and then they showed the picture, and it had to be a room the size of this building, and it's full of boots.
Mm-hmm.
Boots and shoes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's interesting. I have no desire to go outside the United States, and I wish everybody outside of the United States had no desire to go.
Well, we've been a lot of different places.
I'd be a happy camper. Well, I've been everywhere in the United States and North and
And
South America and most of them, but I don't have any desire to go to Europe. My ancestors ran away there from there once. And
don't need to go back and see why.
no.
Yeah.
I trusted their judgment.
What happened to her?
Yeah. Cousins, my dad's first cousin's, one of his kids is a lawyer for the European Union.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty interesting to visit with her.
What did she think of the Brexit or whatever it was?
I don't know. She said, good luck with Trump.
Yeah.
When he got elected, she says, oh, good luck with that.
I don't suppose she's too far. She's probably not a Tea Partier if she's a lawyer for the European Union.
Probably not. He works on, she used to work with fisheries, and now I think it's trade or commerce.
My great uncle signed the Declaration of Independence, Francis Lewis, and he was a delegate from New York.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the war broke out, the British captured him and they sent him back to Britain in a box on a ship, and he survived. And after the war was over, he came back, and then of course he was granted a whole bunch of land in upstate New York, like 10,000 acres as a governorship.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, look at the Declaration of Independence. It's third line down. It's Francis Lewis, and
I think he told me.
got all the
I'll
pictures
be
of it.
damned.
The letter of it. We got the letter when he was at the.
Did you guys just type them up or what?
No, it's ready, but I needed the purchaser and the purchase price.
Yeah, I put them in a box.
They are ready to go.
Needless to say, he didn't like the British.
That's exempt from full consideration.
Yes, there's $1 in there for the purchase price.
I was supposed to tell you, we just got the phone with Jamie on that building behind Everson's. Olson's were interested, they just didn't want to pay this minimum bid price. So I
They
didn't.
can duke it out with the city then. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yep.
So. All right, they are ready to go.
So what do you need a motion of?
To deed these 3 properties to the city upon lack of
Interest?
bidders or whatever.
For $1 a parcel.
You want me to pay the buck?
Nope.
I so move.
Been moved by Mark that the 3 parcels being sold on the real estate forfeited to Griggs County for delinquent taxes be deeded to the city of Cooperstown, as they are lots 13 and 14, block 48 in the city of Cooperstown, North Dakota, lot south 15 feet of lots 1 through 5, block 54 within the city of Cooperstown, and a strip 10 feet by 26 feet in the southwest corner of lot 7, the south 26 feet of lot 8, and the south 26 feet of 2 feet of lot 9, block 74 within the city of Cooperstown. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. John?
Aye.
Dale?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Troy votes aye. Motion carries.
You sign on the backs, or
Right, who's gonna sign as the agent? You gonna be the agent?
No,
I am.
Oh, okay, you be the
Yeah,
agent.
I need to notarize, yeah.
Okay.
26 feet and east 2 feet.
She's up.
I think that all of this is supposed to be.
You are gonna notarize her too?
Thank you.
When are your cattle in the corn stalks?
No.
When do you do we have to give them anything extra at that point, or?
Oh, yeah. I'm not on stocks, I'm on actual corn.
No, it's combine corn.
Mine is grain.
Okay.
Ours is grazing corn.
On stocks, you gotta give them a lot. That's just filler, that's like straw.
You gotta supplement their protein,
Yeah,
energy.
that's what she was saying, some protein.
I managed to kill a bull yesterday.
Huh?
I had a bull pop up yesterday and die.
You did, huh?
There's not hardly any corn left. But I fed a bale alfalfa because I thought, well, they need a little
Protein?
Little protein. Yeah, bad.
I fed a bale of alfalfa last night too.
That's really what you gotta feed it, run corn stalks.
That's what we did today.
Just, you've got a shredder shredded out there.
But there isn't any corn left in mine, it's getting pretty bare.
But they don't do very good on corn stalks, it's just a filler.
Oh, really?
No.
Got all the cob and all that stuff.
You got the calves off of it?
We're gonna have them there.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
He's playing with cows.
I know what they're fat for the
He was
pigs.
like that with us when he was there 24 hours when he did.
He must have had some kind of toxic reaction or something.
Little roly
Thank
poly
you.
oldies.
Anything else? Nope.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because his
Thank
belly
you.
wasn't bloated up, but he was like he'd been laying out in the 90-degree weather.
That's how I'm gonna get them home. You know, it's just right across the road.
Oh,
So feed them an alfalfa meal,
I have
come across, eat
a bunch of them.
close the gate, morning chase them back
That's
over.
what mine, so.
oh, there's no
The only year I
fence.
ever did that.
Yeah,
was
we've got a
with
fence on
corn,
both
but
sides,
I
but there's no water on the other side.
And the first night out there, I
So we bring
came
all
out the
the
next morning and there was 8 calves just laying there.
I chopped my first cutting,
Yeah,
so I have a bunch of haylage.
Oh.
That's what I use for supplement.
Basically for like.
'Cause it's-
breeding
Do you have to bag it or anything? You
So
just
this
make a
bag
pile
just laid
and
there
bag
and
it?
fermented
Yep.
and killed them, but no distress or nothing, they have to take legs and stuff.
It's expensive.
Hmm?
It's expensive.
Damn silage too, you got a pile.
But
of
it
that.
is
That's
really
not cheap.
damn nice feed.
Yeah.
It's standing.
That chopped hay.
Been in it
That
for
chopped, yeah.
2 weeks.
What moisture do you do that at then?
55.
But yeah, you cut it one day and chop it the next.
Yeah.
And they bought tons of
And it
vortex.
was really, really windy when I did it this year. I'd hire the elevator to come out and put water on the
Must have been
windows,
something else.
plug in the chopper. Got too dry.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It gets below 50, they can't get her done.
Yeah, that's what I talked to Bob.
Won't go through the chopper.
I got a 2-row chopper. I've got a hay head for it.
Oh,
But my wagon isn't any good anymore.
Then
So I
back
have to
again.
get a different wagon if I want to do something like that.
Thought it would just be a futile
This-
effort to try and find
this
out.
is-
Yeah, they have no unknown.
Roger
costs.
Gibbon, it's the same outfit that comes up here, chops everybody's corn.
It wasn't
Yeah.
along the.
We have a
water or
Peterson
something, we
that
couldn't
comes
even-
and
Oh.
chops our corn, wrestlers and everybody up. That
Okay.
gets this guy. 8-row damn
10
chopper.
feet from Rick, Dale alfalfa.
Ronnie Edlund comes over and helps me push from both sides, and Lord Almighty.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Been moved by John to adjourn, is there a second to the motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Meeting adjourned at 11 a.m. Next regular meeting, December 8th
Been pretty good.
at 1 p.m.